Hey everyone, welcome back to Sawmill's Timber Tales. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what we've been doing, what we did this last week, and what we're going to be doing this week coming up here. So this last week here, we sawed up, I think it was 3 custom orders. So we sawed up cedar 1x6s this week. We sawed up cedar 1x8s. We sawed up all this ash here. There was some elm as well. This is probably about 900 board feet of ash. So we sawed some 2x6s, some one, and then a lot of 1xs. The customer wanted some 2x6s, so we just used the logs that weren't as great for the 2xs, and then we sawed a bunch of 1xs out of the rest of it to make some nice lumber for furniture or whatever. They weren't sure if they were even going to use it. He didn't even want to have us saw it up. He had somebody lined up to buy it, but I talked him into sawing it up because the ash is going to be getting worse and worse as it goes on here. A lot of them are already dead and the bark's coming off, and they're going to split open. So I said, if you want some nice ash, now's the time to save it. He was planning on cutting more trees next year. I said, well, if you got some nicer logs now, we'll saw them up, and then you'll have at least you'll know you'll have good quality out of the stuff you have now. If we wait, we're not sure. It'll be harder to get the nice lumber out of the logs next year after they all split open and die. They already are dead, I should say. They're going to split open and pretty much be done with. We also sawed up was about 2,800 board feet of maple that we had sitting. We didn't quite get the rest of the maple. This is all the maple I have left here. We just got to saw this up. This is hard maple here. This one here is a silver maple. But we just got to saw that up and get the rest of the maple here that we have done. Then we'll switch back to pine again. We have a contractor we saw for. So what else we did this week was we got rid of, it was roughly, I think it was 400 2x4s by 8 foot that we sawed up, or we sawed up 2 weeks ago, sorted, graded, sent out. We also moved all the lumber out of the shed. So every couple weeks you got to get this entire thing cleaned out because there's so much wood that we saw. There's the whole floor basically becomes sawdust just because it's floating around. The bark comes off all the logs and then the sawdust. So this we cleaned out on Tuesday. It's Sunday now. We only sawed 2.5 days, so this is 2.5 days worth of sawdust, and some of it's already 2 feet tall. We hauled out 5 of these manure spreader loads. This is 370 bushel, so we hauled out basically almost a semi-load of sawdust, and we put it in our compost pile, so that will compost, and then we will spread it on the pastures on the farm here for probably 2.5 years from now. We'll spread it on the farm after it composts with a bunch of manure and all that. So I'll show you what kind of 2x4s we were sawing. Sorry, we just got a huge rainstorm, so everything's muddy. So we ended up with about, I think it was 10 or 11 bundles of slab wood this week, which is kind of on the low end, but we're running out of space for that. Here's the 2x4s that we saw for this customer that we use. We try to get almost clear select grade 2x4s with tight knots. So some of these on top here won't even work, but we got to have good quality lumber. We also sawed up some white oak 4x4s for a customer, 4x4s by 10 foot. But here's all the slab wood that we have getting stocked up. So there's, I think, over 30 bundles right now, but that's all ready to get picked up. But yeah, this next week here we're probably gonna saw up some, so we have some 20 foot ash stringers we got to make for hay racks. Those will be 4x12s by 20 foot. Those will be a little tricky to fit in the shed because of all the posts that we have, but we'll get her done. And then after that, we can saw whatever we want because we'll be all caught up on our custom work until somebody shows up and drops more logs off once again, because it doesn't seem like I get much of a break from that. People are dropping logs off. Almost 3-4 people a week are dropping off stuff to be sawn. So that's just a little update of what we're doing right now. Hopefully we have some long form videos for you guys to watch and for some stuff for you guys to see. But for now, we got almost everything done that we want done, and we're gonna start doing things that I need done for making things easier around here. So gotta clean the rest of this shed out. I need to get these piles out of the back corner. Those have been here almost since January. They need to come out of here, but I've been hesitant to take them out. But I've moved everything up into the main buildings up top, and then all the other lumber's up by the buildings drying out. So that's pretty much everything that we've been doing, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.